Welcome back. When I was thinking what games we need to get back on track with, I was looking back. And the game we've been putting off the most, we've been playing some Fear, we played some Jedi Fallen Order. We kind of stopped in Scarlet Hollow, and I was having a lot of fun with this. Even though I had my goofy voices and stuff, I was still having like a lot of fun with everything. And especially with that whole what is this kind of thing. So I decided we need to get back. We need to get back to the story. We need to get back to the hot girl that I was simping for. We need to get back to what is supposed to be the scary story. So we're gonna return today. Okay, so we're back with Stella. I'm gonna give her a. Let me adjust it. Pop my back. Let's give her a chill voice, because I don't remember any of the voices, by the way. I'm going to link the other video at the end of this, but I'm not gonna remember any of the voices. So we're gonna improvise and do completely new voices, because we're getting back into everything and life is dandy. Okay. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Already starting off strong, huh? Oh right, we're looking for cryptids. That's what we're doing. Context. We are out here shooting a cryptid video, I think. Do you ever hunt anything that isn't a cryptid? Like ghosts and whatnot? Do you ever hunt things that aren't... Oh, that's me. I forgot. Yeah, for sure. I used to go to all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it comes to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sort of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. Right, she's quote-unquote famous in town because she is a YouTuber. I remember this. It's all coming back to me, just like the Boomerang TV channel, all coming back to me. Yeah, who remembers that? But nothing ever happened. So it's just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creepy floorboard. I can see my mic is kind of spiking, so I'm gonna turning it down a little bit. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, but I can't rule out the possibility that there are true hauntings out there. And if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen myself. My mom was kind of crawling on the ceiling one time and I thought she was possessed. Turns out her nails just grew too long and she wanted to pretend to be Spider-Man. Werewolves, I kind of just lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people, okay, out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. So it's like, either though I want a beast man to ravage me, it's like, do I? Because some of the beast cryptids are really gross. Like, do you want this Mothman on my shirt to actually ravage me? No, I just want the big beast boy. Just having fun with it now. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly didn't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, it's gonna be like Supernatural. That TV show is screwed up sometimes, especially with demons. Did you see Lucifer? He did some messed up stuff. Jeez. A lot of folks are doomed to eternity of flames. She just starts singing Through the Fire and the Flames. Like, through the fire, through the flame. Da, da, da. I don't even know. I know Through the Fire and the Flames is like that really fast-paced song, I think, by Earth, Wind, and Fire. But what's the name of that one song that does the Through the Fire and Flames? Is that like Firework or something? I never can remember. I'm not very good at remembering song names. Like, I literally will be like, oh yeah, my favorite band is Seether, which, because I grew up with them. Seether's one of those bands where it's like I can listen to whatever album and whatever song, and even if I skip a song because I'm not in the mood, I still like the song. I can go through any Seether song and like it. What was I gonna do? I lost track. Oh, but you can tell me, oh hey, name this Seether song. Maybe I'll be able to remember it after a good amount of time, even though I've listened to like majority of the songs 100 times, even since I was like a teenager. especially like 3 Days Grace. That's one I definitely grew up with and listened to constantly over and over. But I'm not gonna remember half the songs. Very few albums I remember. My memory is just shot. So it's like if I really want to remember something, I have to devote myself to it. Which is why like I struggle sometimes to bring stuff up, because it's not on my mind. So I just have to keep bringing it up to remember. I don't know if anyone relates to that. It's a very common thing. So yeah, we're back on this series where we get on random rants interrupting all the story. So let's hope that's all just bunk, am I right? Yeah, that's some cool lingo. What about aliens? Woo! Boogity boogity boo! Don't even get me started, because I'm just so started right now. Did you see those UFO videos? I just had a stroke. One sec. The government declassified. Aliens are definitely real, and they're absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. One more sidebar. I'm sorry. One more sidebar. I know we just tried to get back to the series. Maybe I'll make this video extra long just so you have a little bit of leg room. So my work involves the news a lot. Thing is, did you see the government stuff? Like, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist. I don't think I can say I believe in aliens. My friends who believe in aliens, it's like, respectfully, I don't. They made a division. Like, we obviously have had a division of like people overturning lawsuits and stuff. They recently, like within the last couple months or so, made a specific division to debunk conspiracy theories, especially I think okay, correction, they made a specific division specifically to debunk aliens and what UFOs are, and if this is a specific actual UFO, and if this can be explained. And if you're gonna tell me, oh, what are you talking about, Placebo, it's been years, like, what are you talking about? You have Area 52, you have just all these conspiracy like underground government stuff, and you're like, oh, we can prove this group has been. No, that's all just rumors and stuff. Not until recently, again within this year, let's just say within this year, I don't know, because it's been more months than it feels like it has been. This year's been going by fast. Within this year, they made an official government public thing where it's a group. They even stated in a conference. And I'm not saying all the conspiracies about, like, we've had this group for a while and it's like, oh, they're just now revealing themselves. I don't care about that. I'm saying officially and publicly they just made this group. And it's really interesting because they're basically saying, yes, there are some we can't explain, but here are officially the ones we can explain. And we made a group of scientists and stuff to get together and publicly announce these findings. And now you know for a fact that it's not a conspiracy that we have this group, because we just got together. I even said in the conference, they're like, oh yeah, this is the first official group we have to debunk UFOs. That's pretty much word for word. So I just thought that was really cool. Okay, we're moving on before we have to start skipping through this video just to get through the story. You know, they may hunting aliens here because we know they're real. Seductive look. Heck yes, aliens are real. I'm skeptical. See, that's what the government wants. That's what the government wants you to think. They want you to think they're real, so then they can get onto their thing while your dog's wandering around. What if your dog is the alien? They want you to think different ways. I have absolutely no opinion. No. I believe they're real. I'm gonna go conspiracy character. Heck yes, aliens are real. Nice. I knew we had a connection. Creepy haha floating in the air that looks like she's Joker. Like something from a comic book. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker who knows somebody in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, and he knows somebody about this trucker who just shut down. Come sit in. Sorry. in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. It's almost like there was some kind of electromagnetic pulse. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. You could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky. There was crops all around him. It's so cool, but that's just nature. Instead, he saw this metallic, like, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. Passed out, woke up, butt was filled, he's missing one of his pinkies. It was like he'd never even been there. It's just smooth skin where his pinky should be. Okay, that's actually kind of weird. I know it's a secondhand source, but it's pretty much more like it. And if they are true, what if he just lied? Maybe he's just superheroes, could have been the government. I want to ask if he lied. Well, if he just lied, oh, I'm not used to the fact that you click a dialogue option and it pops up with your dialogue. I know they did that and also Slay the Princess, but it's like, it's still throwing me off because I'm getting back into this style. And I haven't even played like the other visual novel, Slay the Princess, in a while. So what if he just lied? Made the whole thing up? How did your friend of a friend hear the story anyway? You got me there. It could be a story concocted around his already severed finger to spice things up when people ask him how he lost it. You know, like pepper, spice, everything nice. Like I said, it's a secondhand story, but it's nice to believe. I mean, it is nice to believe, yeah. It was still, the voice sometimes lingers when I'm trying to change. Would you rather believe this guy and all overs like him to be caught off guard when aliens finally make their presence known? I had to burp, so I had to like just get that sentence out real quick. I'm just saying, there's no harm in keeping an open mind. And you know what? I like that kind of thinking. It's like skeptical, but at the same time, it's like, I want to believe, but I understand that you don't. I like that thinking. It's nice. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out there besides cryptids? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always this deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That's pretty messed up. Oh my god. I started laughing because I thought it said this deer stole a baby, and I didn't see the word birds, and I'm like, what? Deer stole what? This deer stole the baby and just started consuming it. Oh no, baby birds. The deer stole the baby. Starts freaking out. I think my mic is spiking again. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. You might hear me get a little bit more quiet. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen a ton of other videos of other deer doing it, eating babies. I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, tinnitus leg. That's definitely the weirdest. I know it says tetanus, but I don't know if that's... Is that actually saying tetanus? I don't know. It's 5 foot deep, 30 foot wide, palatable cans and bottles and assorted garbage. I started eating some one day because I felt like a raccoon. With grasses and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell what was there until you stepped on it. It's probably solid ground when it must have been compressed, but you could still follow through if you weren't cancelled. Hence the name. Oh, tetanus. Okay, so it is the correct pronunciation. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around here. Like heroin. Sell stuff in the 50s too, which is super neat. I just sold a few bottles that keep my dress for a little souvenir. I'm not gonna ask. You know what? Let's go through all of it. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? You sure it's safe here? Oh, right, an old man out here shot at her. I like how the dog's just doing stuff in the back. It's kind of cute. You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged. That's pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He must be a little jumpy, but he means well. These trails are a little way off the farm. Oh, old man Duke. I thought it was a dog. Poke. It makes you feel any better. I bet on the trails with him before. The man sees like a truck crashing through the woods where he walks. We'll have him long before it sees us. I got your nose. Picking your nose. Just slaps me. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and they scare easy. I'm not doing anything with my mouse in particular. That's what you're thinking. I'm kind of just tracing. Because it seemed like... I just want to verify that. Because for a second it seemed like I was going to her armpit. I'm like, oh, I don't want to look like I'm going to her armpit. So I'm just going to curve around the hair and just go around. But hey, there's no point worrying about any bad stuff that happen to us. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're prepared as can be. I can even bear mace. I can even carry bear mace. I can bear mace as well. You can spray me right in the eyes, and I'll be perfectly fine. First prepared you can be. Want to give into your anxiety when you have fun instead. It's not like being anxious ever stops anything bad from happening. It's like you can just get rid of your anxieties. Yeah, you know, anxiety and depression doesn't exist if you just don't believe. Ah, I hit my mic, I'm sorry. My experience, all it does is make the bad things worse. I was doing little hand gestures and I hit my mic. The only thing you could do is do it yourself. This has happened. There's still going back to this bad thing happened. Work on making things better. Anyway, all this is to say we're good, don't worry. Did you hear that? Oh my god, it's Duke. I was just talking. Oh, calm down, Gretchen. You old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You always jumping at nothing, girl. Oh, is this Duke? Stop getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just hold Duke. Know what the hell you doing around here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. She's just all chill about it. She is, I think, we just came back and I'm simping for her again. She is my favorite. Who's this you suckered into coming in with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. He's there. Yup. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Boiled peanuts? She's just like, oh, not the peanuts again. Oh, puppy staring. Oh, slipper bag for a Duke. It's quite fragrant. It's you first pull out your rucksack, scentful beer. Pretty sure it's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts from your backpack. No, I'm all set, thank you. You can tell she thinks you're awesome when she just rolls her eyes with a grin. Now, both of y'all head back on to town, you hear? I bet you're still well clear this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I wouldn't get to appreciate if you couple foes with the camera scare with the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? See anything like that recently? I was doing a joke, but she's getting into it. Wouldn't you like to know? You're gonna never stay on your business, Stella Richmond. Putting that dang camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help you out. Pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did. Maybe you had to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chuckabungas and whatever have you. I can't get over this puppy. Boop. Something's getting at my chickens. He's really rustling my jimmies. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Poke. I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape had the taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to tell you these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape. Whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, and you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Should have been just sneaky. Of course, you won't find one in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact what's been getting at my chickens. It wouldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. They've actually been out in Sutton since the 1990s. And even those were a bit iffy. I can't believe you got out there your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts have been 100% confirmed yet. Appalachian cougars are some far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read these comments people post around your video. They call me all kinds of names just for seeing it with my own eyes, and I know they're true. I'm getting into it. I don't know why. Instead of having fun, just there's these... This is the thing I really like about the Black Tabby games. Which is what I really... I'm sure you noticed if you watched my Slay the Princess demo. The writing is so good. Even if there's a lick of error in the writing, which usually there isn't at all. I think maybe I found one typo. And that was in Slay the Princess. And I feel like they updated it out. I don't know. I didn't check. The writing's so good, it just draws you in. It's like when you read a good book. You're just like bored and you're like, you know what, just read this book. Or, I mean, of course, if you like books, you like books. But I'm saying for people who don't read books very much, and for me, it's I got out of it. When I finally read a book, it's either I'm not too invested or the writing's so good I'm invested. But the writers at Black Tabby just blow me away. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to stick anything on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when it comes to carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Street smarts. Okay, we'll go home. Guess what, Stella? I lied. I just love that. It's like always there's the lie. If you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Kill the mountain lion. Can't you just buy more chickens? Wow, that is insensitive. Okay, let's go. Right on, Duke. Lie. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good, I'm glad you got some sense. Still, I need somebody like that around. No, I really hope to be around her a lot. But I've got a film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. I know how you feel, sister. If I miss an update, I might lose a new sponsor. And who knows what that mean for my career. No, Stella. We should leave. We should leave and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke. Maybe you've got a point. Come on, Black. Let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You turn wrong now, and stay safe. Let's save right here. I feel like we're gonna die. Save the first one, yeah. It's been a while. I'm not gonna save over my sandwich antics, because it's fun. Well played, Plaque. You really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now, come on, we can... No, I actually... No, Stella, no. We're going back to town. I don't want to get shot. Now, come on. Well, we can loop around without him noticing. Can we actually go back to town, though? No, yeah. We sure fooled him. I'm with her. I'm simping too hard. When you simp, you simp. Let's go. Yeah, we sure fooled him. If I was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. And you don't have to worry about him finding us out here either. I've gone out tracking with Duke before. The man sounds like a truck crashed through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll never hear him long as he catches wind of us. Trail's just up this way. Let's go. She's gonna get shot in the face. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Might hold the camera. She hands you the camera and takes position. Oh yeah. Have her take position. Oh, that is too sexy. That's not... Okay, come on. Come on, guys. Wait, okay, can I... What was the, Okay, don't judge me for this 1 sec. What was the controls for... There it is, there it is, there it is. I can use my mouse, by the way, because I got a quieter mouse, so... There. Look at this. Look at this shot. Tell me that is not intentionally made for fan art or something. Look at this. This just makes me simp harder, because especially with like the adorable dog in her arms. Perfect woman. Like, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. This happened last year. Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been all spotted along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's Tony, we can get a glimpse tonight. Okay, now you're just... Now you're just facing forward, in which art is always difficult to do. So you're doing that like Muppety kind of thing. Because have you ever seen cartoons facing forward, by the way? Like, I think Dipper's done it in Gravity Falls. Like, they purposely face forward. Phineas from Phineas and Ferb facing forward. It's insane. Like, when you face a camera, things just don't look as good when you turn or left. Like, I don't take selfies very often. But when I noticed that thing about the cartoons, I like tested it out on myself, and honestly, I think I look better when like looking to the side. So I feel like in real life it works too, which is why whenever you see selfies on people, they're always looking off in the distance or looking right or left or something. They never look straight at the camera because it doesn't look your best. That's what I think, at least. I could take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes with the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we had taken all the gorgeous scenery. The gorgeous scenery. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. No, I'm a talker. I talk way too much. But I don't want to screw this up, so I'm saving. Come on, if you're gonna simp, you gotta simp hard. With all this danger. Breathtaking. The air is so clear and flesh. It feels like I'm flesh. It feels like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for the beauty mountain vistas. It's like saying wow in an empty expanse every time I come out here. It is nice. Yeah, let's just take a sec. Because, obviously everything here has been drawn and stuff, so I don't know if they render it in somehow, but like, or if they just straight up draw it and then smooth it out and such, but this is all gorgeous. And okay, and no matter how much I'm simping for her in general, I forgot how good the artwork is. Like all the contour lines, the shading, all this stuff. I forgot how gorgeous it is. This is why I love getting back into these visual novels, especially Black Tabby, because it's so enthralling. The writing, the art, everything. Oh my gosh. I'm simping for the company's workers as well as her. But simping in the right way for the company's workers, in the nice, polite, professional, not in weird way. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by the loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. Can I go for that one? Haha, no need comes with term for your own morality just yet. It sounds like a deer. Probably maybe they would warn the rest of their herd about pig scare predators like us. Check it out. Oh, this looks like a shot. 1 second. Now I gotta do it again. Look at this shot. It looks like we're definitely gonna see something, and that's like a whole X-Files shot. Like, with pupper. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. I don't like that sound. Look at that. Single deer remains behind, staring a beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls out her harness. And then it's gone. Oh, that's the dog. The dog's making that screwed up noise. I thought it was the deer. Oh no, the dog's making that freaking dying noise. I think that's a... If that is a pug, and it looks like a pug, then he cannot breathe well anyway. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. What? That was not just a deer. Did you see those tumors? She gets like that. They use to pick her up and hold her. She has the bad habit of skipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. They don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Ready for the hunt. I want to acknowledge the deer. There's something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, she was a little shocked. She's like, ugh. Yeah, I know. Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. Bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like those wild animals can get taken care of. If they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. There's not much we can do about it. I don't... Maybe this is the horror aspect. Something's infecting them. Well, I know why you brought Gretchen with her. Gretchen's awesome. That's a stupid question. That got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. I like how it's capitalized too, like, the hunt. How about we take a quick, because that's the title. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and we get right into tonight's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Like trail mix. Oh, there is trail mix. You got trail mix. You can either eat the M&Ms or pick them out if you don't want to get like sweets. You got dried peaches, apricots, some fudge granola bars. You know, those little things that are like dried. Is it apricots? No. You know, because one of my favorite, besides trail mix and obviously like Nature Valley, which I had growing up, which it's got more expensive because a lot of people started liking Nature Valley a lot more. I used to love flat, like dried flat, I think it was apricots. I always called them flat jelly beans because I love them so much like that. And They're just really good. Like dried, again, I think it's apricots, but dried of those just taste so good because they're flat. They have like the powder that dries them out and everything. Also, yogurt covered anything. Yogurt covered raisins, especially. Those are so good. Even if you don't like raisins, like too much, yogurt covered raisins will make you start liking raisins. That's the best way to ease your kid in if you want them to eat healthy. Dried apricots. We already went through this. I actually dried these myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots for free from Janie a while back. Didn't know what to do with them. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit. That's right. Really? Maybe I should try it out. That's neat. Thanks, Stella. That sounds face. Cooking's never easy. What? It's like a ton of work and you just buy some from the store. I'll burn my house down. See, I'm never going to do the silently stuff. Maybe I want to do a run where I just don't speak at all on my own. Or if we go through this again, you know, we might do another playthrough if this really booms and people like it. But there's too much of my ranting for people to like it. So, I don't know. But maybe I should try it out. Because this is the run, which we've discussed, where I want to do, and I think in the previous episodes, when I want to do what I would do. Like, I would go explore. I would do this. I would 100% say I want to try it out sometime. Because I cook. Like, not big stuff, but I recently got, like, boba pearls. I'll boil them. I got some, like, I'll get different types of noodles. So I'll go, like, the Asian market and stuff. I'll go to Walmart, just grab random stuff, and I'll like cook them up and some weird things. And it's fun to have just a little creativity sometimes with that. So, yeah. Yeah, you just slice up your fruits of choice and put it in the oven at like 200 degrees. Set a timer for 4 hours. You come back with a whole mess of dried fruit. Yeah, that's super easy. Come on. Do make sure to set a timer. That's the most important part of cooking, honestly. Never soon you'll be able to tell how much time has passed. Like, it actually applies to a lot of things. Yes, and never fall asleep, even if you set a timer. I've fallen asleep before and burned the heck out of one of my pans. Luckily, nothing set on fire and I didn't die in a blaze of flames, but I was just really tired. And I forgot it was on the oven. It was on the burner. You and Stella settle down on Overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of the evening wildlife wash over you. All you can hear is crunch, crunch, crunch. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. Aww. So, I want to get the shot real quick. There you go. I keep bumping my mic. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make sure I look out for that, but I keep bumping my mic. So, tell me what it's like in Bloomberg. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, rooms, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Plaque. See, this is why I have no social skills, because I can't tell, because I love making friends like this, where it's like you can get to know each other, but especially when it's like a cute girl, it's like I immediately panic, and I'm like, I want to be friends, but like, it's always easy to read a situation wrong, and there's been so many times where I've been informed by friends. And I'm not saying like right off the bat, no. Like, for example, this girl, I just met her. Of course, I'd be awesome friends and stuff like that. But I've had friends who told me this, like, certain people would like me and stuff like that. And we've been friends for a while. So I'm like, you know what? I'll ask her out. Does not work. She's completely not interested. And it sucks. But we're still friends afterwards. But it's like, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And then there's people that, like, I legitimately thought didn't like me at all. And we were really close friends. And she turns out to like me. And she was been moving and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that missed that opportunity because we were very close. That kind of stuff. So it's weird. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but it's like my social skills are down the drain, whether it comes to friends, relationships, whatever. So, I lived with a difficult roommate. Let's see. Lived in a 12-12 shed in someone's yard. I don't know if, like, I don't remember what his past was. What my past was. But I guess I'll just do one. Dingy studio apartment. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And I love it. It's a little cramped, the lights flicker, the toilet's constantly getting backed up, for the lady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess the landlady's, but I don't have to share it with anyone. It's a mess, but it's my mess, and I hardly wouldn't have it any other way. Aw, I like she was worried for a sec. You know, it's a great way to look at things. I can't imagine what it's like to be to share your plates with people you don't know. Speaking of, it's gotta be wild staying with Tabby, for both of you. So, what do you do for a living? Book programmatic ads for a company no one's ever heard of. First year at this big law firm. Streamer, student, teacher, service industry. I'd rather not say. I'm thinking a lot about this. This was my dream for a while, and then it kind of just got crushed, and I left it. So I'm gonna say I'm a teacher. And maybe I'll come back to it one day, but for now, it's not something I will. I don't think I'm mature enough to even try again, but that wasn't the reason that it got crushed. Just there's a lot of factors. I'm a teacher. I'm in one of those have your debt forgiven in 10 years programs right now. So I won't be the best financial position for the next decade. Gosh, it's a long time. The kids I teach now will be graduating high school. A teacher, that's a valuable thing to be doing with your life. I love it, but I wish it paid more. It's alright, I hate it. Kids make everything worth it. That's the usual stereotypical way to look at it, but at the same time, it's not wrong. It's the main reason you do it. I wanted to be a teacher because, especially at like certain ages, you can make a huge impact on their life. And growing up, teachers made such an impact on the way I do things. And even if not all of them were like the biggest role models, all of them had an impact on me in the way I think and the way I want to be better. And even to this day, if I think back on a teacher and their morals or how they had me do certain assignments and for their reasoning and everything like that, it kind of shapes what I do and why. So I think this is it might be a stereotype, but it's 100% true. I love being able to pass on what I've learned to the next generation. And also like making sure to lead them down the right path. If you're a crappy teacher and you know it and you don't care, I wouldn't be able to be around you, to deal with you, to have friends with you. Because you know they're in a even if it's up to high school, they're still developing. And it's harder for them to process things until they get older. Like, there are certain parts of the brain that unlock easier and easier as you get older, from elementary to middle, which is why a lot of the time when you say, oh, this kid can be independent at 12, it depends on how much of his brain capacity he can be using. So if you just say, oh, he's mature for his age, that's not always true. That's your perspective of it. But then if you look at how he acts in certain such scenarios, then you know, oh, okay, so no, he's not really more mature than this. You just want to believe that. But I don't know. There's a lot of thinking when it comes to education and treating students equally, as well as treating them mature, but remembering there are certain parts of their brain that no matter how they want to be, it makes them immature, and you have to be careful with that and guide them the right way. So, and I'm very passionate about it, so I'm not going to get into it anymore, but I'm very passionate about it. So I was like, it's something I would love to rant about one day, if I was like on a stream or something and someone asked me about it. But learn about TikTok, Roblox girlfriends from them. Yes, God, I know this was like a last year thing, but that is way too true, because this is like episode 1 still. The low pay doesn't really matter to me. I wouldn't trade this for anything. Street Smart pops up. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. You scan the tree line and something catches your attention. For the shortest moment in time, your eyes meet eyes with eyes. Your eyes meet with the eyes of someone or something else. Oh my gosh, look down there. Look. Down there. See that? And they're gone. I think we're being watched. Might be a skunk ape. Do your best to pretend instead of watching us. Don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's like that house I grew up in. It has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. I'm glad I can keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house. But he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? I think she just said she did. Sorry about your parents. Take the menu option that requires 2 traits. Oh, there's a... Oh, you can see that. Okay. I wasn't sure because during one of the games, I think it was Slay the Princess, you couldn't see the achievement, so I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm sorry about your parent. Oh, it's me. I'm sorry about your parents, Stella. I think it passed you, huh? I mean, to be fair, it was kind of obvious. Yeah, they're not around anymore. They died a few years back. But it's alright. I've done my morning. That's nice. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Dead Moms Club? No. No need to overshare. You're going a little far. I ask, but cool it. I can relate. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. 2 of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend along hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail or something. He certainly had something interesting dinners because of him. He learned how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't always get much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and got damn good at it. He really made sure I had food, and I knew how to get rid of it if I ever found myself too far from the grocery store. I'd always make a pretty good salad with what's in the clearing. If I had to, though it wouldn't actually taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet, the lady all of the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. I know I'm stuttering and stuff and I'm not doing the enunciations right, but I'm working on it. She was smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of a 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. She was gentle too. Even the smallest mouse would get proper care in her hands. I'm sure most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dog... Wait. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. I can read, I swear. So yeah, those were my parents. She doesn't need relations. I'm just gonna be silent. This is the time I'm gonna be silent. This is what I would be. I don't like that sound. Yeah, even she's like, ugh. Wow. Stella immediately packs her bags and slings it over her shoulder. Jesus Christ, Skunk Kate. Everything else went quiet. I heard all sorts of wildlife just a second ago. Now it's all quiet. You're right. Whatever made that sound is close. Here, hold Gretchen's lace for me. Let's check it out. Yeah, because, like, I want to use as many trait talks as possible. Ooh, another one of these shots. Because if I do more traits in the later ones that apply more to my ability, I don't think it'll guarantee that I'll get the same options. So if I do another playthrough at some point and I try to do a different route, then I could have the same like dialogue options at some point, but it not have any traits pop up for that specific time. So then I can just do it with a normal dialogue. So that's why I want to hit these traits. But okay. Shines her flashlight towards the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks come out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Hey, chicken! Chicken's gone? Oh, it has a tumor. What the hell was that? I gotta play it back. Holy. I guess he must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either. I think we can rule out a stunt gate. Whatever it is, I have one of Duke's chickens. Wait, did it just snatch it right in front of us? Looks like the head is north. Let's go after it. Right behind you? Oh, right behind you. I thought he was calling something out. Right behind you. Yeah, let's do this. Sounds like fun. Follow Stella as she sprints to the unknown. Gretchen excited, pulling you along by her leash. No! Oh, I thought she was gonna die. Hey, tumor chicken. Oof. Oh, good. The monsters will get you first. It's just that she's okay. Right now, it's a little serious. Yeah, I'm alright. Just tripping something weird. Poor thing. It must be one of Duke's. I don't want to miss anything with, like, serious dialogue options at the moment. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. Investigate the chicken! You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite out of it if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. Skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Looking more closely at the growth, you can see something squirming inside. Oh no! No, 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 you see that? Examine the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around their sockets with unfortunate life. Wing? That's what Stella slipped on. The wing is still barely attached, but it seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. We found one of the students, Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm beginning to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. I can speak. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much to be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna put up some massive content warnings for this video. Did you hear that? What in the Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Did I tell you to? Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong? God. Did y'all see what you did this to her? Street smart. We're all on the same team here. Both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you do right now. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We're on the trail when we found her like this. Whoever did this to her. I think we hear him in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you know, when she's all this so swollen and hurting? Dude, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you sons of them. Duke, don't shoot him when we have no idea what'll happen. You hear that? Still is sounding nothing. Hey, it sounds some pace like whatever these things are. I'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, Duke, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. I'm gonna save. Oh, cause I do not like that sound. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick, they're closing in on us. Dive for Gretchen. You dive forward as you scoop Gretchen in your arms just before she manages to wiggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! You hear a body hit the ground and as quiet as the chaos fades, the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Black, Duke, are you alright? No. I'm definitely not okay. But if I'm not shot, is that what you're asking? You? Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen! Here, I'll take her, my poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? Oh my god, Duke. Holy. What do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? He had a hunting accident. By himself. That's it. Are you serious? We have footage of exactly what happened here. Sure, it's a little dark and shaky, but make out the thing of coming out of the woods. Take the police. Duke's family deserve closure. Other people deserve to know what's out here. They're never going to believe that footage. It's a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than decide this stranger from the big city came to town and shot someone. Too easy to pin this on me. You're right. This whole thing is hard to believe. More footage. Come on, let's go after him before he loses his chance. I'm gonna ask. Are you sure this is a good idea, Stella? Nope. We're already in this deep. What's the harm in digging a little deeper? I'm getting to a serious tone right now. I don't know how to feel. Either way. Stella looks for a lead. You notice a faint trail of blood leading into the woods. Duke's shotgun blast make it tag the creature in their scuffle. Let me save. See those bloodstains? Looks like we have a trail. You're right. Duke must have tagged one of them before he... Let's go before the trail's cold. Take the gun. Oh my gosh. As you and Stella push the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. God, they're everywhere. At think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest and you are surrounded. Many of these swellings, all the animals here have them. Or had them. We need to get out of here. The footage doesn't matter anymore. Let's just get the hell away from this nest. Agreed. Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash to the woods, so do the unearthly hollows and whispers around your nest, and the highest branches of trees and down to the forest floor. They're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. We're almost there! As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? After seeing the nest, call away. Be my guest. I should get reception now if we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. Feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 minute calls from Tabitha? 13 text messages. She's blowing up my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. First things first, let's call the police. Hello? Earl? Stella Richmond. I'm up on the trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. I have him right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. I think we're okay, but Jesus, Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It's better to do it now than incriminate myself. Takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, serious man wearing sunglasses, despite being middle of the night. Right here, thing jumps out of the woods and the shotgun goes off.
What in the same hell? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy?
Would be some naked maniac.
As the video reveals the creature's next. Maybe I should get some water. Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs.
What the heck is that, some sort of crop circle?
They killed Duke.
Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Wrenchman, if you don't mind. This is evidence.
But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Stella fails with the camera. You notice her pop out the memory card and slide it up her sleeve. There you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We got a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I...
Please call me Earl.
Earl. And I will escort you and...
And where are you exactly?
That's the plaque. He came into town today for the funeral.
Oh, I remember now. Puked all over the diner.
I made sure an impression.
We'll escort you both back to town, and there's a naked maniac on the loose. Bet you don't walk back to town.
It was never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else.
Well, it ain't exactly like old Doak is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. Only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights.
We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs. Retrieving Duke will just have to be on the wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we'll return you safely to your home. So we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. This creature left. We'll be fine.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to insist for your own safety.
She sighs. Okay, thank you.
You're right up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits.
Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen all the way back to town. I think we're both a little shaken up. Cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car.
You were just a curious little thing, Miss Gretchen, yes you are.
Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the back of the head affectionately. She remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella is unusually quiet as the car makes its way down the pitch-black mountain road. She went rigid the second she sat down, muscles stiff and unmoving as she stares at the window, jaw clenched. Are you good? She doesn't respond. I'm gonna save. I don't mess this up. Comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you feel some sort of tension ease, and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. Guess we just saw a man die. I don't know what to say either. Looks to me as she got about a car sickness.
Maybe that's why she thought walking home sounded like such a good idea. Guess whatever y'all saw in the woods wasn't as bad as an upset tummy. I'm sure she'll be right as rain when she get back down the hill, so she'll best try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have a work late cleat in the squad car.
We're only a few minutes away now. Better keep it together until then. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires give way to uneven pavement. The car stops in front of the small cottage.
You two stay out of trouble. Have this sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name is.
I pee freely. Okay, I gotta save here at least because I wanna see if.
Sure, you're in town for the funeral. Good, don't you let you.
I saw her laugh.
Before then, imagine we'll need you to ask you for questions about everything you've seen tonight. Still keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't get any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now.
Bye. Oh wait, who's speaking?
Bye-bye, Gretchen. Y'all have a nice evening. If any of you bugaboos give you trouble, know how to keep in touch.
Who was speaking? Was it a? It's Franklin. Oh, I did the wrong person. Oops. Journal. Oh, crap, it's still clicking. I wanted to check out the journal. I want to ask why the hell you walk home. That's a fair question. I have some bad experiences with the cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them. It's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. No, it's fine. I'm surprised. Seem a little blasé about everything. Can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing in its body right now? What's worse, I think they imply that you're a suspect even after we show them all that footage. Even the nest. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and somebody's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay, I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. I was there, I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never help up in court. Won't get to that point either. So we'll do a little investigating of our own. When I find out more about this thing, we can get clearer footage, or you better yet trap one of them. There's no way they can blame me for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, and I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might provide some useful information. My friend's mom. The place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. Our friend's place on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't be take long. You sure don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't head up the mountain road by myself after everything is done. I don't want to accidentally leave her, so I'm saving often on parts where I don't want to accidentally screw anything up. Put it like that. Sure, let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Now we're going to save again, and we're going to quit. And here's why. Because we're done. Oh, okay. I didn't know it would bring us all the way. One sec. Let me do this real quick so I can give a proper route cue. Okay, so thank you for joining me on this episode of Scarlet Hollow once again. I know it started off with a lot of ranting, but I had a lot of fun near the end of this. Like, a lot of fun. So, I'm really glad to get back into this, and obviously we're gonna get back into the series. This is like the start of getting back into everything with what's it called? Jedi Fallen Order and Fear, and once we're done with those, we'll move on to some other games before getting back into the other games of those series. So like Fear, obviously we want to go through like Fear 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's like once we're done with Fear, we'll get to a different horror game and kind of stuff. But I'm just really glad we're getting back into Scarlet Hollow and the whole groove of things, and pretty much. So thanks for joining us, my pill poppers. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya!